Hello. So, um, I started this, and I think it's still important for that. I started this account because I have MECFS, and then very shortly after I started the account, I learned that I also have some kind of panic disorder, and also that the PTSD that I thought I'd won, woohoo, I win PTSD, apparently, decided the game was not over. So I am back here. I felt that what I knew was on an instinctive level was that not talking about my illness. Like I realized I didn't have hardly any vocabulary about talking about the MECFS was somehow not good for me. And I still believe that. And then very shortly afterward, learned I had the panic disorder. Okay, and by the way, yes, my hair is all like, I retwisted recently. Do not get used to it because I really don't like it like this. So I'm gonna let it grow back out. I'm just trying to find ways of doing it so that so that it locks a little easier, a little better. It was breaking off because of the all the stuff that I was having to do to get rid of the buildup. And it seems like pretty much the buildup problems are over, but it's a little thinner than it used to be. And I know I've said this before, but this is how I do this. So last night I had a epiphany panic attack. I was gonna call it a bad one, but I think it was an epiphany because I almost didn't post it. Having these really important conversations about race and womanhood, and I wanted to be taken seriously in those things and not seem like some crazy chick you shouldn't listen to. Because, yeah, I also have business, goals and stuff like that. And what I realize is that I'm a whole person. You know, all of the stuff that has happened in all the parts of my life, whether it has to do with being a woman or being the parent, the child of very limited parents, or being black, or dealing with white supremacy, or being disabled, or all the things, or being a pet owner, all of the things of my life go into making me who I am, and all of the things that make me who I am have gone into making me good at what I do. And so I've just decided it's going to have to be okay to let people see how the sausage gets made. And for some people, that'll be like a problem. It'll be too much because they need a certain kind of picture to go with the professionalism. I mean, this isn't my professional account. I haven't really started reposting to that yet. But and that'll just have to be okay too, because I need this. I was talking to my friend earlier, and she's my person. And I was talking about how I would be talking about this to someone else. I'd be like, "You're not being irrational. You're having an absolutely rational response to crazy situations. Your brain knows exactly what it's doing." And that's what I would say to someone who is going through what I've been going through with the weirdly brain stuff. It makes absolute sense that this is where I am right now. I did a video on my YouTube I did it on somewhere else, but it's posted to my YouTube, which talks about the the consequences of not being that special, which used to be my dad's refrain for any sort of weakness you might exhibit. But all that does is start to make you feel like you're too special to be human. Like all the things that affect human beings, you're not that fragile. You're not that delicate. All the things that serve to make us delicate and fragile are things that make us human. And if then at the end of the day, you find yourself with some sort of emotional or mental disorder, then you become too good for that, which is just so just outrageous. It's wild, wild thinking. So, I need to do this. I need to do this because there's something about having a panic attack, talking through it into the camera, trapping it into the camera, and then throwing it out on the internet. That feels cathartic. It feels like a spiritual process almost. And so, although I've hesitated to do that in the past week or two, I think I will begin doing it again. Now, I've not tried to go to bed yet tonight. I'm trying not to think about it. I can feel the anxiety already starting to kick up. What? Go to bed? What do you mean? But you may see me here later tonight talking about either having a panic attack or anxiety attack or talking my way around one or whatever. And right now, I don't know, someone said you should put in your in your in your TikTok like a sort of "this is me" statement. Well, this is me. I'm a cultural fluency mentor. I help people learn how to talk about race. I'm a life coach who focuses on dating and gender in the sense that I feel like men are in trouble, but women are not their answer. And women want to be partnered, but we're not always that clear about what we want. And so I help people clarify those things. And that means so much to me. Every part of my life, every part of my being, in a way, is about connection and storytelling. And so that's what you'll find here. Because whether the subject is race, for me the goal is connection. I might be taking you to task as a white-bodied person, but that I'm doing for the sake of connection, and not connection to the brown person, but mainly to yourself. But also to be able to have the gift of feeling like you can connect to anybody. And when I'm taking women to task about, like, girl, figure out why you like men. That's not to, that's to connect you to you. And men, I am all about you guys connecting yourselves to you, who you are inside. And through those processes, connecting to others. For me, it is all about connection. So I guess this is me statement. This is where I will be doing my work, because I do have an autoimmune disease that, sometimes it lets me up and sometimes it lets me down. And I am, I don't know, I guess that's what it is. I'm Mecfsprincess until you see me in the next space, and good night.